What's up, everyone? Today, we can continue our MCQ series. This MCQ is created from the Hindu newspaper. Yeah, let's start. So, first one is, what was the central decision of the Supreme Court of India in case of Supriyo Chakraborty? This case mainly revolves around the same-sex couples. It was stating about the fundamental right to marry, whether the same-sex couple have the fundamental right to marry or not. The answer should be B. The same-sex couple do not have a fundamental right to marry. What is Section 377 of Indian Penal Code (IPC) and how was it challenged? This is the second one. Uh, the Section 377 of IPC and how it was challenged. So, uh, the Section 377, what it actually does was it criminalized the sex between non-heterosexual couples and was challenged in the court. So, this is the thing. The answer should be to the section. I think this is a very famous section. Before 3 4 years, it was all around the news. It criminalized it. You can say it criminalized sex between non-heterosexual couples. Yeah. So the third one. Okay. According to the Universal Declaration for Human Rights, what is the status of right to marry? It is a fundamental right recognized under Article 21 of the Indian Constitution. No, it is not a fundamental right. It is not considered a fundamental right under any circumstance. Uh, mm, we can't say so. It is a fundamental right regardless of nationality or gender. It is a fundamental right, but only for heterosexual couples. It is uh, regardless of nationality and gender. Yeah, it is. Okay, so how did the Supreme Court justify the denial of right to same-sex marriage in Supriyo Chakraborty? By citing foreign jurisprudence and international treaties? No, they never looked at it in this case by emphasizing the marriage can be only between man and woman. So yeah, I mean, through ages, like it is the customs and culture for a man to marry a woman. So they took this one by interpreting Article 19, no, by deferring the decision to state, no. What does the author believe uh, is a consequence of a Supreme Court decision on same-sex marriage? Okay, it reinforces societal acceptance of no, because the verdict was negative towards same-sex marriage, so it doesn't give social acceptance. It further stigmatized LGBTQI communities and reduce them to second-class citizens. Yeah, it reduced them to a second-class citizen because like they don't have the rights, and if they are going to do it, and then it becomes illegal. So yeah, obviously they are going to become the second-class citizen. It offers LGBTQI community the legal protection they need. It signifies a significant victory of LGBTQI rights. Okay, it offers LGBTQI communities the legal protection they need. Okay, fine. Okay, here are some multiple choice questions. Okay, okay. What promoted the Supreme Court of India to address the issue of carrying capacity in Indian Himalayas region? What promoted the Supreme Court of India to address the issue of carrying capacity uh, in the Himalayan Indian Himalayan region. Like the petition was filed by an officer. Okay, so that's the case. Okay, so yeah. What is the concept of carrying capacity in the What is the concept of carrying capacity in the context of region? What is the concept of carrying capacity in the context of region? Okay, the maximum population size that an ecosystem can sustain without a harm, the total population of a region without any limits, number of resource a region can export, the capacity of a region to support industrial development. What is the concept of carrying capacity? It is the maximum population size that an economy can sustain without a harm. That is the carrying capacity. So, okay. So, what role is suggested by G.B. Punt, National Institute of Himalayan Environment? What role is suggested for G.B. Punt, the National Institute of Himalayan Environment, in assess, assess, assessing the carrying capacity? Leading the entire assessment process? No, they are not going to. Offering technical support to the community? Yeah, this can be. Overseeing the transportation infrastructure, focusing on urban planning. So this is the right answer. So, and the next one, why is there concern about recommendation made by the ministry in forming assessment groups? Why is there concern about recommendations made by the ministry in forming the assessment groups? Why is there concern about recommendation made by the ministry in forming the assessment groups? Okay, the ministry recommendation lacks expertise now. The same individual responsible for environmental damage are involved in the assessment. Yeah, this is the thing. The recommendations are not practical. Ministry does not include enough government response. This is the answer B. So, what is the other suggestion for evaluating the social dimension of sustainability of IHR? Relying on expertise of technical committee involving citizens and local government is the answer. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the next one. Which Palestine organization is referred to a terrorist organization in the text? So it is the Hamas. We know, right? Like there is Hamas, there is Hezbollah, and other major organizations. So their main motive uh, to stop Israel from capturing other regions and to protect their community or things. So usually I don't support this kind of activities because it is not a governmental body or something. It is at the end, a terrorist group. Yeah, it should be hampered by the citizen itself, but it looks like the people of Lebanon, Syria, and Gaza, Iran are supporting them. So we're not sure. So okay, uh, yeah. When did the recent attack by Hamas in Israel take place, as mentioned in the text? So it happened on October 7th, 2023. What does the text suggest? That Israel intelligence failed to detect the impending assault of Hamas. Lack of advanced surveillance system, over reliance on digital communication intersection, misinterpretation of available intelligence. So the answer is interpretation of the available intelligence. Okay. So which Israeli prime minister is alleged to have pursued a policy of propping up Hamas? So which Israeli prime minister is alleged to have pursued a policy of propping up Hamas as stated in the text? So it is Benjamin Netanyahu. Okay. What is the primary objective of Hamas, as mentioned in the text? So they are trying to destroy the Jewish state. Okay. Okay. So the next thing is, what do SMEs and MSME contribute to India's GDP according to the text? So they contribute around 28%. Okay. So they contribute around 28%. Why are SME, MSME considered soft targets for cyber criminals, as mentioned in the text? They have a strong cyber security measures in the place. They often invest heavily on digital experts. They have a team of in-house. Okay, so yeah, they don't have the resource to afford world-class cyber security because cyber security professionals are very hard to get and way more costly to have. What percentage of cyber attacks are directed at small business and startups? According to the study mentioned in the text, it is around 43%, around I mean, one third of an organization is affected by the cyber security threats. How can cyber insurance benefit SMEs and MSMEs? How can cyber insurance benefit SMEs and MSMEs? Okay. How can cyber insurance benefit SMEs and MSMEs, as discussed in the text? It provides free cybersecurity training for their employees. Definitely not. It offers complete protection against all type of cyber attacks. No. It covers the cost associated with cyber insurance incidents, including data breaches and ransomware attacks. Yeah, that's the right option. So we can move to the next one. Okay. Yeah. So what is one of the intangible costs that SMEs and MSMEs may face after a cyber attack? Reduced operational distributions disruptions, no. Increased customer trust, no. Improved, no. Loss of reputation and customer confidence. In the current context, in the context of the text, what does digital personal data protection bill aims to achieve? So it is protecting and strengthening the uh, data privacy. So yeah, let's go to the next one. Okay, certainly here are multiple choice questions. Okay, mm, fine, fine, fine. Okay, uh, where were the relief material from India delivered for the civilian population of Gaza Strip? Okay, where were the relief material from India delivered from the civilian population of the uh, Gaza Strip? It is directly to Gaza to an Egyptian Red Sea field facility. Yeah, this is the one. Oh no, no. What mode of transportation you use to deliver the relief material from uh, India? Mm, so, so they used no. It's an IAF C-17 flight. Okay. How much medical aid was included in the relief material sent by India? It was around 6.5 tons. In addition to medical aid, what other types of relief materials were included in the shipment? It was tents, sleeping bags, water purification tablets, and much more. Okay. So, what was the entry of essential items like oxygen into Gaza Strip mentioned in the text? Okay. It is to show the impact of recent blockade. Okay. So here are some multiple choice questions based on the text provided. Okay. What is the main concern expressed by India regarding its diplomats in Canada? What is the main concern expressed by India regarding its diplomats in Canada? Okay, the lack of proper working conditions, visa service suspensions, unilateral withdrawal of diplomatic privileges, international law violation. So it's just the lack of proper working condition. What diplomatic convention is mentioned in the text has been violated? Okay. What diplomatic convention is mentioned in the text has been violated is mm, the Geneva Convention, the Vienna Convention, the Paris Convention, Helsinki Accords. It is the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations has been broken or violated. What action did Canada take in response to its concern about the safety and security of diplomats in India? They withdrew Indian diplomats from India. It's a Canadian, okay. They halted walk-in services at Canadian consulates. They filed a formal complaint with the United Nations, and they imposed sanctions on India. So this is the thing. Okay. So what was the Canada's official accusation against India? It's official accusations. Okay. So what was the Canada's official accusation against India? Violating the Vienna Convention on diplomatic relations. So this is the answer. Okay, so violating the Vienna Convention on diplomatic relations. Okay, why did India stop issuing visas at its missions in Canada? Hmm. Why did okay? Why did India stop issuing visas at its mission in Canada? In response to safety and concerns of Indian diplomats. So that stands. What does the European Union Tax Observatory proposed in its Global Tax Evasion Report 2024? A tax cut for billionaires, a global minimum tax on billionaires, a reduction in taxation on wealthy individuals, a tax evasion amnesty program. It is about a global minimum tax on billionaires. According to the report, what would be the tax rate for billionaires under the mm, proposed global minimum tax? It is around 2%. Yeah. What is identified as the main reason for reduction in non-compliance with the tax evasion measures? What is identified as a main reason for a reduction in non-compliance with tax evasion measures? Fear of prosecution by tax authorities, a lack of political will to combat tax evasion, failure to expand the range of asset covered, automatic exchange of bank information. What has been the impact of global minimum tax of 15% on multinational corporations as mentioned in the report? Okay, it has significantly increased global tax revenue. It has not any impact on, okay. It has reduced the expected revenues by a factor of 2. Okay, so that's an answer. So minimum 15% tax is like way high. Some companies, some nations have very low tax. Some have, like India, we have around 24% earlier. I think now it's around 10 to 19, I think so. So yeah, it will create some havoc in other nations. I don't think there will be any problem in India. What is greenwashing? The global minimum tax, as mentioned in the report, using eco-friendly business practice to lower tax rate. Yeah. So yeah. So I mean, the business should move towards eco-friendly in ways like they should try to reduce their energy expenses. Like they should be trying to do it very minimal. So like to become successful in anything, so we should have a simple design and a very efficient uh, means of doing things. So that is the two important thing. So like we should also produce a very less waste. So all those makes a organization top notch. Yeah. How does how are preferential tax regimes targeting wealthy foreign individuals affecting the government revenues according to the report? How are the preferential tax regimes targeting wealthy foreign individuals affecting government revenues according to the report? They weaken overall tax collection and have negative spillover effect. Okay. They weaken the overall tax collection and negative spillover effect. How are preferential regimes targeting wealthy foreign individuals affecting the government revenue account? Okay, so I think we can move to the next page. Uh, 7. Okay, in which state do election have less color and hyperbole due to the influence of church and community-based NGOs? It is Mizoram. Okay. What is the dominant community in Mizoram? What religion do they prominently follow? They are Mizos and Christianity. So at those times, I mean, in Northeast India, like there was a heavy influx of Christian missionaries who were providing them very good health care, very good education. In turn, on one condition that people should convert into to Christian. So most of the people at those times converted. So yeah, which community experienced a displacement and refugee crisis in Tripura following the ethnic violence in 1997? It is Bru. What issue partially influenced election in Mizoram for 5 elections since 1998? It is disenfranchisement of Mizos. Okay, which political party in Mizoram suffered an electoral setback in central Mizoram in April, particularly in Lugli uh, municipal council? It is MNF, Mizo National Front. Okay, what is the demand that Chief Minister Zoram Tanga of MNF supported in response to Kuki Meiti clash in Manipur? Okay. What is the demand that Chief Minister Zoram Tanga of the Yemen supported in response to Kuki Methi clash in Manipur? It is the protection of Mizo territory. Okay, so what does ZPM President Lad Homo accused that MNF of double speaking about affiliation with BJP? Okay, which political party contesting election in Mizoram for the first time without former chief minister? No, it's not BJP, it's not ZPF, it's not it is Congress. Okay, it's Congress. Okay, so I think we can go to next page. That's Congress. That takes it. Okay. Okay, so I think it's the next set of questions. We have 10 more to go. Okay, so where do the two collision between Chinese vessel and Philippines boat occur? It occurred in South China Sea. What is the disputed region where this incident took place? It is in the Spratly Island, according to Philippines government, who was responsible for the collision between a Chinese Coast Guard vessel and a Philippine resupply boat. It was China. What is the stated reason for the collision? According to China, dangerously blocking maneuvers by Philippine boat. Okay, so what did the Philippine task force describe as a vessel that bumped a Philippine Coast Guard vessel? It is a uh, Chinese maritime military vessels. Okay, what did the Philippine task force describe as a vessel that bumped a Philippine Coast Guard vessel? Yeah, okay. So, how did the Philippine supply boat react to the collision with the Chinese Coast Guard vessels? It continued on its course without significant disruption. Okay. So, which body issued a condemn of the action by Chinese Coast Guard and the Chinese Maritime Militia? Okay. So it was yeah, National Task Force of West Philippine Sea. What is China's claim regarding its sovereignty over South China Sea? It respected, okay, it insists on almost complete sovereignty over South China Sea. How far is how far is Second Thomas Shoal from China nearest major landmass? So it is around 1,000 kilometers. According to China, that it has the responsibility of for the incidents lie entirely with Philippines. Okay, entirely with Philippines. Okay, uh, I think that's all. Thank you, everyone, for your time. I hope it is very useful for everyone. And yeah, let's see you in the next video. Bye bye. Peace.